Scratching, the man says squeaking. It's called scratching.
Bad bitch, new person. They call me top 10. Fresh Prince, new suede. They call it.
Jeez.
Okay.
Stand up.
Yeah. We are back. It's the most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host with the most toast, Friday with Dred, aka
The DJ's in town.
aka designer Rick. And to the left of me.
It's me, PK Herc as usual. Ganja Giant. Smokey the Bear, Paul Bunyan. You know the aliases. You know all the aliases, sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Pre-roll Herc.
PRK. Hey.
All right.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm like, why am I only hearing myself in one side of the fucking headphones?
Well, my mic wasn't on?
No. I'm wondering why I couldn't only hear myself in one side of the headphones. And I'm like, oh, it's because I don't only had one earbud in. Boop, boop. I'm wilding early, yo. Episode 156,
like,
yo.
you didn't even start eating the edibles yet.
No.
Yeah, you probably had some before you got
I did.
here.
Good job, Herc. Good observation.
I know how Friday moves.
Sidetrack, sidetrack.
You think Friday can have all of this in his house or have access to all of this and not dip in and sample? Come on. You should know better, Sav.
That's a great observation.
Yo, I was at home getting ready for the show, and shout out to Sinfully Good Cheesecakes.
She's spoiling us, man. I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but she's spoiling us.
Yeah, and I'm there munching on like the little, I had a little extra package of my own there. I was just eating some cookies, and there was like an extra brownie from the last time. Yo, I just noticed, I was like, yo, I'm zonked. I need to stop eating edibles for like a good hour. Went and got some real food in my system, and I had to just ease off for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Screwing her face as I grin at these beautiful caramels.
I was like, why you gotta look like the Grinch? Like,
well, I'm happy to see those. I love the caramels. I like the caramels.
Yeah, man.
Better than anything else, I like the caramels.
Yeah, man. And there's some chocolate chip cookies in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Nice chocolate chip and salted caramel.
Yeah,
nice.
Courtesy of Sinfully Good Cheesecakes. So big up to them. Big up to the Thursday morning gang, all out there, the people in the cubicles doing the goddamn thing. All the people who had to get to work. We'll talk about that in a second, actually. The people, the commuters, you know what I'm saying? All the people who are on their way to work. Cause the shit,
what happened this morning?
Yeah. Or for people in yesterday land, you know what I'm saying? But before that, shout out to all the people who are listening on Spotify, iTunes podcast, YouTube viewers who are listening on YouTube Music, all types of fucking platforms. Google Play, all that shit. You got shout outs before we start also?
No, not today, not right now.
No shout outs? Savy Sav, shout outs.
hi guys. First things first, Gucci's back.
Gucci's always back.
Hey.
I feel like I haven't seen him in like weeks.
It's like a week.
Gucci's always a week, man. Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gang.
And Guts is here.
Guts.
Shout out to Gutsy Guts. Hey.
Gutsy
House of
Guts.
Healing and Herbs.
Oh,
That's like my number one shout out because I
Don't
like
forget the steam.
I like to mention the Panani steams.
And I got the
and
CMOS.
your CMOS jars.
Hey.
I'm like, I heard Friday got a CMOS jar.
I did.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Tell
You
us
should
about
tell me
it.
your boy. I would have got one too. Shit.
Still order it.
I know, but he was ordering. Could have just ordered it with him.
What? I don't understand what the difference is. Order your own.
I will, but
You are an individual. I'm just playing.
That.
I'm playing.
No, it's true. It's
I'm
true.
joking.
No, it's true though. It is true.
But yeah, no, I'm playing. But yeah, get your Panani steams and your CMOS jars.
CMOS jars.
CMOS jars are really cool. Like, they can be custom, so get your CMOS jars. House of Healing
strong
Herbs.
back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up to fucking House of Healing Herbs, yeah. Holding me down, holding down the squad, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out my basketball team. Totally forgot about them. I don't know what our team's called. I don't know if we have a team name.
Who, the
But
Raptors? Toronto Raptors?
hell no. And look how you made me say that recorded.
I had to just jump on her like that. I knew it wasn't the Raptors she was talking about.
Common gang scrum.
No, they're coming from my. Oh my gosh, you're gonna eat me alive. But I'm sticking to my talks. No, I was not definitely not talking about the Raptors.
Who's your
I was
team?
talking about the co-ed league that I play for.
Okay.
Oh, you play basketball co-ed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamming on the motherfucker.
So
Jamming
shout out
on
them. I don't know what the team
Your
name
mind
is, but you guys know
catch you on
them.
the ball court and break your ankles, eh?
Facts.
Hit you with a crossover,
Give you that
left to right.
Defense wins games.
Oh, you're a defensive player. Excuse
But yeah.
me. So watch, you might pick your pocket.
The Sav Rodman shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, wow. Of all the players you picked, B.
I went defensive. I tried.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know what I forgot to do a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago? Send an RIP to Pockets, a rapper named Pockets. I didn't know him personally, you know what I'm saying? He's been on our list a few different times. He had different tracks with like a next gentleman named Uzi. Him and Uzi have a lot of tracks together, and I got a notification from somebody in the DM saying that he passed away a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
That's sad.
So
R.I.P. to
Rest in
Pockets.
peace.
RIP to Pockets, you know, condolences to the family. Shout out to the whole, I see a lot of his stuff, because I did a little quick research on WMF Records. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Condolences. You know what I'm saying? This train thing, the commuters now. The commuters.
There's two things with that though. There's two things that happened this morning. Do you know both things
Yeah,
that happened, or what
So,
did you?
the train derailed is the one that I'm talking about.
So
That's what started it.
So that happened
Yeah.
at Jane. That's not what started it. That happened
Oh.
at Jane. Keel, and Ossington.
Okay.
So the subways were shut down from Jane to Ossington until like 1 p.m. today.
And they shut Bloor Street too.
They shut down Bloor Street
Yeah.
completely because of it. There was 100 shuttle buses that were dispatched at like 6:20 this morning.
One
One of
guy.
my coworkers, she was stuck in traffic. She said there was so much people. She was like, "What's going on? What's happening there?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was
Yeah.
like, "No, what's happening on Jane and Dundas? Like, what's happening in
And
that
Arlington
area?"
Station too. Same thing.
Yeah. So, wait a minute now. Did you get late to work?
So I leave. I don't have to take the subway. I go north. I don't go south. So I don't need to get to the station.
Nice.
Had I went that way though, I would have been caught in all of that because I was trying to figure out why there were so many people on the express bus this morning.
Yeah,
I seen
yeah.
that on the news, right? So they're doing their CP24 coverage, you know.
I was watching
And then you see Jamie, the man Jamie, is talking to one of these guys. The man's like, "Yo, I've been in this thing since 7 o'clock. Okay, like, yo, I've been doing S's for at least an hour, trying to get on the bus or something." And then the man's like, "So did you talk with your boss?" Man's like, "Yeah, I talked with my boss. And my boss said if I can't get there in 10 minutes, I'm fired."
Oh, shit.
So I said, "You know what? I'm not gonna get there in 10 minutes. I quit." And the man, you could see he was like trying to hold back tears. And then you see Jamie's like, "Well, be steady." And back to you. And like the way the man, you can see you can see the way he was like, "Oh fuck, I got this guy on camera, ready to ball." And then the way he just cut to like something, it was so hilarious. And then they keep using that soundbite for the rest of the day. The man's like, "Yeah, so I talked to my boss. He said, well, am I gonna get here? So I just quit." And then you see Jamie's face like, and then now they edit. It's like a cut, hard cut.
Awkward. Yo, well, my question is,
There's a second thing that happened. The first thing that happened, sorry to cut you, Friday,
what's the second
but
thing?
it happened earlier. So at like 5:20, 6:20, so before the train
The
derails,
derailment.
what happened is an older gentleman drove his SUV
Yo, I
into
seen
the
that Union
tunnel,
Station, but
into
that was
Union
Queens
Station.
Quay though.
Yeah,
That's
so
Queens
but that's
Quay.
the subway. So the subway
Yeah.
was shut down a little bit over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They had to get the crane to get the
Yeah, I
man
seen
out.
when they had the man's like they just say, "You know what? Fuck this guy." Put the shit right through his back window, lift up his car, and drove it out. You just see it like what are they, like a back, not a backhoe, but like some type of big heavy machinery for construction, and they just put the 2 forks in the back, lifted that shit up. But they're like, yo, he got pretty far.
He did. He got like 16 feet in.
Yo, he got pretty far, and then his wheels got
Yeah,
locked
yeah,
up.
he
meters
drove
in.
all the way through.
All the way through. I was like, what?
the man said he tried to follow the streetcar on some idiot thing.
And I'm like, you can't go in there. I'm like, he's like,
Yo,
he
but
didn't
you
get
know the fun-
electrocuted.
You know, you see the thing about that is that same spot it's been happening where people. It's been happening where people fucking what's it called get stuck down there to the point where now they're supposed to have put up these automatic like arms or something to block cars from driving down.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker still got down.
The question I have now for all these people who are in the cubicles and yourself, Sav, you know, who is in the 9 to 5 world is how many lates? Because there's a lot of people were late. Right?
Yeah, but there are people they're begging on the news for you to be lenient to your staff.
Right. But in general, how many lates does it take before a boss could say, you know what, you're fired?
You're terminated.
So each company has different like policies. You know what I mean? The general, you're supposed to get a warning after like your second late. Or your third late, rather.
Right.
You're supposed to get like a verbal warning. And then after that, I think if you're late again, you get a written warning. And then your fifth one, you might just get let go. Yeah, your fifth one.
Wow. You know, I think the guy shouldn't have quit. I think that was a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah. I think the guy said, should have been like, yo, I'm going to take my one sick day or my paid sick day, because since there used to be 2, but Doug Ford cut that. So you get one paid day. So the man should have just been like, you know what? All right, I'm going to just take my paid day.
Maybe use both of his sick days.
Or even his sick day, whatever. Well, but you understand? Instead of just like, but I'm telling you, he was frustrated. You could see, even in his answers, I quit. You can see he was frustrated.
Looked like a nigga ready to cry.
Well, he was looking like he was ready to cry.
Or he might have been capping. But, okay, let me know
he gonna cry in the car.
Let me know in the comments, how many lates does it take before your boss should be like, you're out of here. I'm tired of your bullshit.
I actually I personally don't think it should be 5.
Yeah, 5 is kind of fucking lenient.
But I think I'm not, don't quote me. Like I said, I'm guessing it's 5. It could be 3.
Every company is different, right?
Yeah, each company is different. But I'm like, it could be 3.
I feel like 3 should be the magic number all the time. You're on 3, but we also have to gauge how late are we talking about.
I know.
If we're talking about 5 minutes each time, you might be like, yo, fam, 3 5-minute things might be a little bit too crazy.
Or how many times a week and month?
Yeah, but it might be every day this person's late.
Here's the thing. There was something that was posted at my old work. And it was like, every time you're like 1 minute late, remember that the next person that was 1 minute early was at that meeting before you. And people are waiting on you to get into that meeting, even if it's 1 minute after the time. So when you walk in with your Tim Hortons coffee or your McDonald's McMuffin or whatever the case is, like and literally that's what the post says.
Strolling in.
Know that all of these people are waiting for you. I was like, whoa. I was like, that's
you waiting for
that makes you never want to be late. Like,
that
I don't
sounds
know.
like that person's management.
100% they were management, but it was still a good post to have, because when you start reading it at first, you're not thinking that's what it is, and then when you get to it, you're just like, holy crap.
What if the person isn't late because they went to Tim Hortons? Maybe they got late because of the streetcar. Maybe they went to Tim Hortons already and had their Tim Hortons and their McDonald's waiting to go bring it to stroll in the office with. You understand? Because that's probably part of their routine.
Sounds like a sob story.
Sounds like a story. Sounds like an excuse.
Sob story.
Yeah. My whole
So you say you can't come in with nothing when you're late?
If you got time to go to Tim Hortons, then you
That's
just...
some slavery shit.
Is it really?
You can't deal with that. That's what I can't do with.
Okay. Give me all opinions. Y'all too, because...
Self-employed.
Yeah. Forward to the microphones, because y'all...
Forward to that window.
Okay.
The mic's hot. Gucci gooch.
Yeah, like for me, when I think about when you get late, like there's so many things could happen, like, so like I feel like they shouldn't really fire you if you're late all the time, but like
all the time,
I don't unless if you're a hard worker, they shouldn't fire you. Like if you're one of the hardest workers, I think you should have a lenient, like, or unless I feel like, or you should get suspended. Like I don't know, like like somewhere that they don't cancel you for like out of it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, how many times?
It could be in the morning.
Gucci?
It could be.
That's what you said. It could be. Say how many times?
How
It could be
times?
6. I hate jobs at 6 in the morning. Shit,
Yeah, but
like
how many
shit
times?
happens. But shit could happen. Like your baby could get sick at a time, and you're like, fuck. You have to pause up a little bit and then go. Or like something, an accident happened. Like there's times that I was coming
how
here
many times?
and there's accidents on the highway.
How many times?
Fuck.
Gucci can't subscribe to being
I don't
fired
know.
for being late.
That's
what he's trying to say.
I can't really say
You
that.
can't subscribe to that.
I can't
Man
subscribe
can't
that.
subscribe to
Nigga,
getting
brother,
fired
nigga,
for
brother.
being late.
I just feel like if you're not working hard enough, you should get fired. But I feel like I don't know.
We say if you're a hard worker and you come late, you should get a blight, is what you're saying.
Yeah, unless if you should get suspended, like off. All right, like you're off, like since you want to be late all the time.
Maybe lose a shift or something.
All right, yeah.
But don't lose your job necessarily.
That's my opinion.
That's
That's why I can't
opinion.
do. That's why I can't do 9 to 5, man.
No, that's
Gucci's corner.
I'm not gonna lie, as a man that when I was working a 9 to 5,
Yeah.
I was late all the fucking time. But they allowed me because I was working hard. But it wasn't like I was 10, 50, maybe like 2, 3, 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Are you strolling with Mickey D's and Timmy's?
Nah, I don't really fuck with Timmy's and Mickey D's like that. So I'm not even strolling in. I'm strolling in with my home cooked food. But
So basically, you're 25 minutes late a week.
depends.
On
If you add it
daytime.
up, yeah. If you add it up, yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Sam's
I'm
a manager.
I'm
I
still
know
doing
she
the work.
is.
If I have to
Sam's a
stay back-
manager.
Yeah, but if I gotta stay back and do extra work, I'll do that.
Because
You know
the
what I'm
way
saying?
she
I'll do
said,
my
yo,
time.
that means you're 25 minutes late a week. That's managerial talk.
Let me give you all my quick opinion, and then let's get to a quick ad here. Late is late. If you're 5 minutes late and you do it 5 times in a row, I'm firing you. If you do it 3 times in a row, I'm still fucking firing you.
Okay, so let me ask you a question now. So what happens when the manager comes to work late?
The manager shouldn't come to work late.
Let me tell you something. That is what is frustrating.
So what happens if your manager is the one strolling in with the Timmy's and the Starbucks 1-2 minutes late for the interview? How you feeling then?
So if I'm the owner of the
Frustrating to
company,
see.
I'm firing the manager.
Oh no.
All right, cool.
Yeah, if the manager can't show a good example of how they what they are trying to enforce the
Obviously, they
employees to
shouldn't be
do.
the manager if they can't show lead by example.
You either
Thank
getting
you, Friday.
demoted or you're getting fucking. It was obviously a wrong choice. Maybe you should go back to the job that you were doing originally before I promoted you to manager.
Thank you, Friday. Thank you.
saying?
Thank you.
That's how you run a ship.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Where's
Thank
my
you.
more fires?
Sam and Friday tag teaming.
Hey.
It's not even
All
the
right.
tag.
I
It's
know,
not
I'm
even
just
that. No,
joking
no, no.
with you.
It's
I'm
not
just
even that. It's
joking.
because
Listen,
just now you asked the best question and Friday gave the perfect answer.
But honestly, there's so much things could like happen. Like,
Yeah, and then check this out. So what about I seen this one post with the guy standing by his Lambo. Man's like, yeah, bro, I own my business, but if you work hard all this year,
yeah.
I can get myself another one of these next year. That was the meme. That was the meme. The owner of the
Certified
company.
sicko.
The owner of the company is like, yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to work and working hard.
I like that.
I got this.
You know what?
And you keep doing that for me for another year,
He's
I'll go
not
get
even-
another one.
He's not even wrong.
Yeah.
You just fucked me up with that. I thought you were gonna say if you went hard. You know what I
He'd
mean?
buy
I'm
you
gonna get
one.
another-
I had that too.
Nah. The man said, no, I
I'ma
can
get
get
another
another
one.
one. That means the man's just going to get the 2020. He had the 2019. He's going to be like, you know what? Let me get that 2021.
Yeah.
And you know
Whoever's
what?
working for him, everybody, this week.
You know when you come to work and you see your boss pull up in the new, you know you're probably pissed off.
Hey.
And your jalape's pulling up.
Yeah.
And boss is pulling up in the brand new fucking AMG 6.3. You understand what I'm saying?
We can't be pissed off about
Oh, that
stuff, though.
Lambo truck. You're Gucci? Lambo truck.
But you can't be pissed off though. You just gotta go harder and get bigger things in life. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
off of
just
this topic,
saying.
Yeah.
because
Let's get to an ad, yo.
we be on it. We're like stuck here.
Yeah. Let's get to an ad. We're